plaque in my house. It's
That's
just
really
there, like,
cool. I love
and then I got like a prize, cash prize of 20K that time. Big money.
that. That's really interesting. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Osikoya Speaks. I'm still your host, Wonu Shikaya. Get it right. Still your favorite industry nigga. And today, I'm joined by my favorite producer.
Favorite.
My favorite producer in the world
uh,
right now, currently.
okay.
His name is Andre Vibez. His name is
Yay. Andre Vibes on your show.
Andre Vibes in the building. How
Yeah.
fun, what's up?
I did, man. It's good to see you. Good to finally meet you.
I'm happy you're here. I'm very excited. I was telling my friend this morning that oh my god, this is one of the episodes I'm really excited for. And just before we started this, we had a little heart to heart conversation, and it was very interesting. So you people should will probably be seeing like the actual Andre Vibes. I'm very
Mm.
excited. I haven't really seen any interviews. I was trying to search, except like prints and written stuff. But I haven't seen like
Yeah.
any visuals.
Oh, well, maybe that's because I don't really have the time to like do interviews and go out there. Sometimes like the schedules they clash, the
Yeah,
timing and everything. So yeah, I
but you have
just
some time now.
yeah, I have some time
I
now.
love it.
Yeah.
Do more, do more. I want to hear you talk. I feel like you have a lot of nuggets to drop here and there.
Do I? I don't know.
First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to you and only you because yeah, the one running since this
Did they
period.
try? Did they
Shouts out
try?
to you. The success of Countdown is insane. I'm so happy to have you here actually because we have a lot of things to talk about. But
My
yeah, well
pleasure.
done on that. Shouts out to you. You had an amazing year last year. But before anything, what was your favorite song to produce last year?
See this question, In fact, I think I need to start writing something like a waiver or something to let people not ask me that because I don't have a favorite anything.
You just do.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite anything. I just enjoy like everything I do. I enjoy it like
Hmm.
wholeheartedly, and um because I understand like for every song, every beat I create,
Yeah.
um it's catered to like like a different reaction or something. Just I just enjoy everything that I
Hmm.
make. Yeah, but I know some obviously they go on to become hits,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So it would seem like, oh, what's your favorite? Like this, nah, but I just like all of them.
Yeah, that's so great. That's really nice to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's before we get into music, let's just talk about like life first. Between last what month is this? Last February and this February, what has changed
A
for you?
lot. A lot.
What has
Um I
changed?
can eat 3 square meals.
I'm crying.
I
First of
can
all, let's just know that
now.
he's richer. That's the most important.
Yeah, God has blessed me.
We thank
God has
God.
blessed me. A lot has changed to be honest. Um, a lot happened, like all the certifications, um, some new awards,
Yeah.
recognition, followers, more money and
Important.
just connections, network and
Yeah.
everything. Like it's beautiful to see. Just in the space of 1 year. I remember like last February, after Calm Down dropped, I had
It
like a
was around
conversation.
this time last
Yeah,
year,
it was
actually.
11th of February, just
Oh
like
yeah,
4 days
a few days
ago.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember I had a conversation with some of the guys that are already in the doing this before
Great
me,
things.
Shizzy and KLP,
Okay.
because I was with them around this time in Cotonou.
Oh,
And
nice.
yes, and I remember what they said. Like when Shizzy first saw me, it was like, because it was the first time we are meeting,
Mm.
and I didn't even know he knew me. And the first thing he said was like, my guy, no worry. Say the plaques where they come for you,
It's
say
sure for you.
plenty. So I didn't even take it so hard. I didn't think it's about it so much. I was like, I beg now, all those normal yans. But
Yes,
when it started happening, I was like, wait, hold up.
they called it.
Ah,
Shizzy
it's
called it.
it's crazy. I remember even when we left Cotonou and I came back to Lagos, it was me and Kelpi that came back to Lagos. Before I went to my house, I went to his house first. And he showed me like his own plaques from like the African Giants
Mm.
album the project. And I was like, nice, I admire it. I even made a video and then look at me now.
That's so insane.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. It's so beautiful to see. Like I just like seeing people do great things because it's
yeah.
just like
Thank you.
you never really imagine that that can really happen. But when it starts happening, you're like insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. So what are you listening to? What are you watching right now? What are you doing?
I actually watch movies more than I listen to
Are you
music.
serious?
Yeah. I don't like to listen to I don't like to listen to music. I only like to just create my own.
Mm,
Um
understandable.
sometimes I feel like when I listen too much to like other songs, I start to now try and like create
I
like
like that.
them. So I just want to do my own thing,
I
just
love that.
maintain my own sound and not let so much influence it, because I feel like I've passed that stage where I have to like allow or let like another person's music influence.
Influence
Yeah,
your work,
yeah. It was when I started, I was doing all of that. So I discovered my own way of making music along the
creating.
line, and then I just stuck to it.
Yeah, I think that's actually so. That's actually interesting that you mentioned because I was thinking about this like 2 days ago on Sunday,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I really don't listen to podcasts like that. Like just because I don't want to cloud my own thoughts and like
yeah,
my own creation process.
yeah,
But that's very shocking that you say that because I know that lots of people that make music actually listen to a lot of
mm,
music.
yeah.
So that's very interesting.
I mean, I hear songs every
Yeah.
day, like in passing. Yeah, yeah, I just hear them,
Mainstream
but
stuff. Okay, but are you listening to any new producers, any new artists? Anybody in particular?
no, the only new artists I get to listen to are the ones that want to work with me. So
Okay.
like if I don't know about
You check.
them and they send me like their um maybe a playlist or like a
Mm,
link to like their stuff,
stuff.
yeah, I go listen to it. Yeah,
Check it out. If you
that's
fuck with it, you
mm.
go
and
for it.
another problem I have is there are some songs that I've actually like listened to in the last few weeks, but I don't know how to store names or remember names. I just know, okay, I've heard this song. It
For this
sounds
song.
nice. If you ask me the name, I can't remember. I can't remember. Same
Yeah.
thing with movies. Like I watch a lot of movies and it's not all of them I remember, unless
Mm,
maybe I see it and I'm like, okay, I've seen this one. I've seen this
mm.
one. And then if you even ask me what happened in the movie
You
and
don't
you name me, I'll
remember.
just be like, unless you start playing it again for me, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Mm. I
I
think
don't
my
really
mind, my mind is just somewhere else these
just
days. Yeah,
there's just so much to do. I can
so
imagine.
much.
So I don't really watch films. I don't know, but like do films do they like what's the word now?
Inspire me.
Do they inspire you in any way?
Yeah, sometimes they
Some
do. They do.
mm,
I so when I watch movies, I mean, I'm watching to enjoy it, but at the
mm,
same time, when I hear like the soundtrack, like um, just sounds and everything. There's
mm,
sometimes, there are some sounds like you see an action movie and they pull like some special effects sounds and whatever, ambience and all of that.
mm.
And the average person that just watches a movie does not know what is actually bringing out those like
Those
some certain
sounds.
emotions
Yeah.
out of them.
Fair.
Yeah, but me, I notice all these things because
I've
I
never
hear
thought about it like
I
that.
hear everything. My ears are like alert, especially when I'm in the cinema. The cinema has like great,
Yeah, sound,
sound
audio.
speakers. So you hear sometimes you hear a scream, and it might start from here and end here. So I
Hmm.
notice all these things,
That's
and
crazy.
then so when I'm hearing that, like in my head, I'm already calculating. It's like, oh, how did they
They
do
do
this
that.
thing, or what effects
Did they
was
use?
used? And then when I go back, I try to replicate all of that into music.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
It's like you're actually alert all the time when
yeah.
you're watching films and
Mm.
things like that.
The thing about music, about especially like just creating,
Mm.
you create stuff you know that people are going to um absorb. So you want to create in a way that um you just try and like put something that's creates like brings out like a reaction or an emotion or
Yeah.
something. And the funny thing is those things that you add are not even the obvious things. They are the things in the background.
Yeah.
You would not
You
hear
don't pay
them. If you're a
attention to.
normal person, you will not hear them. But if I take that thing out and play that same beat to you, you might feel like, "Ah, there's something different
Something
about this.
missing.
Yeah, there's something missing about this. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. I think that's really interesting though. I'm actually going to actually start listening to music in like films and just
Yeah.
taking notes of things like that because that's so
Open your
cool.
third ear.
Yeah, you need to open it. So when did you start making music? When we say you started making music, and when did you think, okay, I need to make money from this shit?
I started making music as a teenager, my early teens. Um, Somebody advised me recently that I should not be saying um I shouldn't be saying when I started or how. Like
uh,
it reveals how old I am.
I'm
Yeah,
crying.
because because I mean the people running this scene right now, mostly like the Gen Zs, they're
Mm.
the ones like on top doing like all the mad things. And I'm definitely not a Gen Z,
Mm.
right? So I mean I'm doing my own thing right now, but I feel like I still feel disconnected in a way because of, like um the things I have interest in, these guys don't. So it's like, so you see, like in person, like where maybe someone like me and Irema or me and Ara start, like we have like songs and that are big
Yeah.
songs, and then you hardly see me with them because they have like their circle of friends, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, do you understand? Yeah. So but yeah, to your question, like I started when I was a teenager. I started um my interest in music started officially when I was 14.
Okay.
Yes. Um and back then I used to listen to like a lot of songs. That was the time I really listened to songs. And those songs, those are the artists I can tell you, oh, I know this one, I know this one. I would sing the lyrics from it to at least most of it right
Mm.
now because I've forgotten many. I used to learn all the lyrics. I used to look at how they used to shoot their videos, the lifestyle, the way they dressed,
Yeah.
and just wanted to replicate that and be like one of the coolest among my friends. And then I started music because it was the cool thing to do at the time. If you
Yeah.
could know if you knew how to rap, if you knew how to
Yeah.
write lyrics, and I was in the boarding house, so it was like
Oh,
secondary school
okay.
thing. So you just,
Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That was one of the ways we used to pass time. And so if you're not doing
Yeah.
chores or anything, like when we come together, you see this one trying to rap, but they're rapping other people's
Yeah.
songs. So I was like, nah, I don't think I should be rapping other people's because I did like a few, and I was like, maybe I can
So
do
you
my
used to
own.
rap.
Yeah, maybe I can do my own. And then back then we used to have like this um lyrics book.
Yeah, I had one of
Yeah,
those.
yeah, lyrics book. So I bought one. I remember going to one classroom in school, just myself, one Saturday, sat down there. I was just studying the lyrics book, how like they write the songs.
Right.
Like, there's a chorus, there's the verse, there's a
Verse.
bridge, there's a refrain. So I learned all of that and learned like at what point should these things come
Come. Yeah.
in just creating your songs. And then I started writing my own, but like I would still pick from like those lyrics. So I would pick from
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
and add some few words to just
Yeah,
change
just
it.
make it.
And then I rap for my friend. I'm like, yeah, it's
Yes,
good.
I wrote my own thing.
Yeah. But the first time I recorded a song was in 20 was when I was 15.
Mm.
Or almost no, I was almost turning 16 or I was 16 already. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But I know I was about leaving secondary
Secondary
school.
school.
Yeah. And I was in a group, was me and two of my friends. We're called the Exquisites. Yeah. The
I like hearing
Exquisites.
about all these secondary
Yeah.
school groups because it's just like you just
We're
always
called the
laugh.
Exquisites. And I think that was the first time I recorded a song was the first time I actually thought, oh, I think I actually need to know how to make my own
Mm.
beats.
Mm.
Because my first encounter, my first experience in the studio, um, there was small issue with the producer because I had the song. I came with the song, the hook of the
Yeah.
song. I had melodies, and so when he was making the beat, he was making something um So it was supposed to have like an R&B feel, but
Okay.
it was giving it like this jazz and soul
Mm.
feel.
So it
And
wasn't what you
yeah, it
wanted.
wasn't what I wanted. It was not trying to like make me change, what I
Yeah.
had
Like
already.
no.
So I politely like asked him, I was like, oh, I can show
Are you
you.
sure you were
No, I
polite?
was. I'm a very polite person. I mean, you've seen me. I'm very polite and very
Fair, fair. I will
reserved.
give you that. You're
Yeah.
very
So
polite.
I politely asked him, I was like, excuse please, sir. It was even
No
sir, like,
vex.
please, sir. Can I just show you the chords? Because I already knew the chords. Like I'll just play it for
Mhm.
you so that you see, and then you take
You
it from
can
there.
carry on.
I don't know. That just
You
triggered
pissed him
something.
off.
Like he was like, "What do you mean? Like, how do you come here and show me? Like, I don't know what I'm doing." I was like, "No, no, no. I just want to show you." And the guy went off on me, and I was like, "Hmm."
Damn.
I was no, I was pissed as well, but like
Yeah,
I
of course,
just
no.
respected myself. I told my friends, you know what? People should continue making the beat. Whatever he makes, I will go outside when he's done with the beat. Call me. I would adjust my singing to it, or adjust the melody
Yeah.
to what he's
So
made,
what?
and
Yeah.
I'll just do it. And then I did that, and I mean, people still like the song at the end of the day. I liked it at the end of the day, but it wasn't what I wanted. I feel like if I have a vision,
Yeah.
I should be able to interpret that vision the
Mm-hmm.
way I
You
want.
want to?
At least
Yeah.
let me try it the way I want.
If it doesn't
If it
work,
doesn't work out, then I try it
something
another way.
else,
So I don't like
which
when
is good.
people shut you
Ideas down.
down, shut your ideas, and that's one of the things I took from that. Even when I work today, I let people, if you have something that's on your mind that
Bring
you want to
it.
do, we'll explore it, we'll try it. Sometimes in my head, I know that it will not work, but like I'll just be like, yeah, yeah, let's try it. I'll try with you. I'll take the time, right?
That's
Because
good.
yeah, because I've also been wrong too.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I've been wrong sometimes. So like, let's try it, and then we'll try it. Then at the end of the day, when we do it, and the person's like,
I
"Ah,
don't really like it. So
okay, I'm not feeling okay.
we'll try
Let's
another
try your own
way.
way." So yeah, but I didn't start producing till I finished secondary school. So it was like uh, maybe 9 months after that, in my
That
experience in the studio.
experience.
Then
You
I finished
started
secondary school. I
making
came
your
back
own.
home. I went back home to Benin because I schooled in Lagos.
Mm.
And I spoke to my dad about like the things I wanted to do. And one of the plans, because I had like a book where I wrote everything, and one of it was like, I want to have a studio, I want to produce, I want to make beats. So my dad picked that, was like, oh, that looks more realistic to do
Mm.
right now, you know. And he got somebody for me to like just show me like the
Yeah.
basics and set up like a small space for me in the house.
Oh, that's
Got me
so
like,
cute.
equipment. And I started making beats. So this was like 2005, um, October
You
2005.
really remember the
Yeah,
details.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
Mm.
2005 October. I started making beats. I actually started learning, like it took me 2 weeks. So I'll say officially 2005 October, because like the 2 weeks of September, I used that to learn.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after the 2 weeks, I had started making, I was already making my beat, but by the third week of me learning, I was already making
You're
like
making
beats that
beats.
I was now enjoying.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I usually just say 2005 October. That's when I started.
Okay.
And I was just doing my thing, just working. So the intention for me at that time was make my own beats and record my songs. And that was what I was doing. I was making my own songs, recording. But then I was making beats, it was sounding good. And then recording my songs was now like, okay, this is not, I don't have
It's
the
not what
skills.
it's
Yeah,
supposed to
it's
sound
not, yeah, it's not
like.
how it's supposed to sound like. Because when I write it, it sounds really, it's mad. Like if I, just um perform my stuff to you, like, face to face live, like you would enjoy it. But when I record, I sound different.
Mm.
I'm like, it's not like I don't have a good voice. I have a good voice. So why is it sounding different? So it took me a while. It took me years for me to realize that, oh, there's a process. Like you have to touch up some things. You have to do.
No.
Yeah, it's not. And especially like it also depends on what you're using to work, the equipment, like the mic, the quality of the things. So that's, I started to understand these things as I, you know,
Mm.
um, continue to
Yeah,
improve.
Man, it's just at the end of the day, like it's just a process. You just need to
Yeah,
keep going, and it's so cool to see that, like even someone like you now, like you had that process. I think people just believe that it just
you
magically
just come out
happened
from
overnight,
here. Nah, it doesn't. It
and it's really
doesn't.
not like that.
Nah.
That's so cool. I know, like speaking of your dad was killing it at the time, so shout out to him,
The
man.
the the
He was killing
the
it.
legend, the
Like, he really the
genius.
genius,
He
man.
was doing. He killed it.
He killed it. He killed it. He
Killed
killed
it
it.
for like 30 years straight.
Shit, that's so insane.
Yeah.
Definitely, he definitely used to inspire you at the time. Of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
I used to. I was a big fan. I'm a big
that.
fan of my dad. Even as a kid, I
I
was a
love
big
that.
fan. But I just didn't realize. But like every time I saw my dad perform, like
Just like, wow, starstruck.
he wasn't
Damn,
like any other person. He wasn't. It's like
that's so cool.
his energy. He was literally a rock star.
Damn,
Yeah, he
I
was
love
a
that.
rock star. He was a complete artist. Um, he had like the image, he had the persona, he had the talent, he had the style.
Mm,
He was just complete.
mm.
Yeah.
He definitely had like a role to play in, like, of course you've gone through that, but like he did have a role to play even when you didn't realize.
Yes.
So I love
Yes.
that. That's so interesting.
Mm.
Speaking of your dad, there's this iconic picture. I don't know the picture I'm talking about. There's this iconic picture of him holding his plaque, and then you
Yeah.
recreated that. That was so magical. The first time I saw that picture, I'm like, damn.
Did I recreate that?
Yes, you
I did
did.
not. I just took my own
No, yeah,
picture.
these pictures were side
Yeah,
by
but
side.
somebody put that together on Twitter.
Yeah, like I saw it on
Yeah,
Twitter. I saw it, I
yeah.
think it was
A
um
AOT
was it
AOT2.
was it
Yeah,
I can't even remember. I don't know, I saw the
yeah,
picture. I saw it, the picture side by side. I'm like,
yeah.
oh, that is so crazy. Like, was that okay? Well, you said you didn't create it, but was that something you've always wanted to like?
Yes, yes. The first time I got my first plaque, when I knew, oh, we had like one plaque. Like I've never received my plaques
Yeah,
because
they're still
there
coming.
are so many,
I
bruh.
hope you
Like
have space
I
in your
have,
house.
see, I've
That
created some
crazy.
space. I will put them, I'll litter them everywhere, let them be seeing it.
Take
But
picture.
like
I love it.
I know I have about 25, at least 25 plaques.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, that is
just
crazy.
off calm down.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Man, I was thinking,
no, just off calm
I
down.
was thinking like you meant throughout last year.
Nah, just off
Just
calm
off,
down.
calm down, off,
Yeah.
calm down.
So I mean, when I got news that, oh, we've done gold in this place, it was even in another, I can't remember the country, but
Yeah.
like we've done gold here. I was like, oh wow, okay, that's good, because my dad was actually like the first African musician to get a gold
Oh, are you
record.
serious?
Yes,
Oh yeah,
first
I
African.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
first African.
Oh,
So there
that's
was no African musician before him, the first, and he went on to get like, he has about 11 plaques: gold, silver, and bronze. So at the time it was like bronze, silver, gold.
gold. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have all of that, and then we have gold,
Damn, two
platinum,
time.
yeah, and diamond.
Diamond. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, killing it.
I did cry.
I hope you really have enough space because you say you created
I
small
didn't. I
space.
said there will be space.
There
We'll
must be
put it
space. You have to
everywhere.
show
In
it
fact,
off.
I have one picture like that I saved from 2 years ago of one guy, one producer like that. Um, he took a picture with his plaques, like he spread it
Yeah.
around like his couch and sat down in the middle. And I saved that picture. I don't know for what reason, but I just saved it. So when I started getting them, I
This
was
is the
like,
time.
okay,
This is the time. This is
let
why I
my
saved
come.
it.
I'm going to recreate that picture.
I love
I'm
that
going to.
so much. So, okay, last year you made a lot of hits. You made a lot of hits. I want to say a lot. There was
Was it
Calm
a lot?
Down. It was a number.
Like four or five?
Like, there
Yeah.
was Rush, there was Calm Down, there was One Down More as well.
Yeah.
And I think the year before that there was Feeling.
It was feeling, it was
There's
running.
been like a lot
Yeah.
of them. But like, my question is, how do you know when you make a hit?
I don't know, you
So
just know.
no, people always say this
You
thing and I
just
don't
know
get
because
it.
you can't explain it. You just know.
How do you know?
Wait, let me see if I can break it down.
Please do. Because I don't get it. Like this same thing you said, I've asked a couple of people and it's like you just know how.
I don't know. It's just you just know.
You
You
feel
feel
it.
it. You feel it. So there are some beats I've made, right? And some people, artists have never jumped on it. Some have tried, but I know those beats, they are
There
hits. If I have the right person
artist.
on that beat. So like I might send to this person and some people send back what they've done on it. And when I hear it, I'm like, nah,
Nah, that's not
it's
it.
not
This
it.
is not it.
It's not it. It's not it. So I feel like when you create certain songs, you just know and because I think sometimes there's an intention, like you have like this, just intention going into the studio that, okay, I'm trying to create this, I'm in the mood for this,
Mm,
and then you create it. You might not necessarily say you want to create, like, I mean, every artist wants to make a hit when they get
yeah.
into the studio, but
But,
some days are different. Sometimes your moods might
mm,
be different. Sometimes you're feeling blue,
yeah.
sometimes you're feeling sad,
Mm,
sometimes you're
I hear
feeling
that.
happy, sometimes you're just very hyper. So, and on those days, if you even meet the artist and when they come, like you can feel it too from their energy. So, like Calm Down, when Rema came to the studio, I played him the beats. I played like two beats before I
Yeah.
played Calm Down beats. And when he heard it, he was like, bro, keep this. Like, so what would do, I'll play beats and then the one he likes, he'll say, oh, mark this for me, keep
Mm.
this aside. So, um, when I played the Calm Down, he was like, oh, keep this. And then he said, I should play another one. And I played another one. While I was playing that one, he was like, you know what, go back to that one. Yeah, go back to that one. And then I went back to it and I was like, yeah, let's start with
This is
this.
the
Let's
one.
start with this.
This is it.
Yes. And he just started
He
writing,
just
just
did
started
his
coming up with
thing.
the melodies, just coming with the melodies. I remember he would go to one corner of the studio and squat there and just hum like melodies and then stand up and then put in the words and then record that part. And then while we're recording, when he did that, baby, calm down. And then when he got to the lo 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 lo,
Yeah.
I looked at him, I was like,
Like, what happened here?
I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
Where did that come
Yeah,
from?
like
The
this is
spirits have
interesting. It's
revealed
like
it.
it sounded very interesting. I'd not even played it out. He was singing, I was like, okay. And then when it was done, I played it out. I was like, looked at him
Wow.
again, I was like, yeah,
We have one.
yeah, yeah. So
We have one.
you just know. It's the same thing. I recorded Bounce, his
Yeah.
Bounce. I didn't produce it, but I
Mm.
recorded the
Yeah.
Bounce. And I remember when we were recording it, like when he was just doing all the things he was doing, I was like, oh, this guy. Because so sometimes, um, I would say some beats are very interesting.
Mm.
There's just something different and unique about them. And um, when I'm creating my beats, I like to put some things that would just um, spark up like reactions, like would
Mm.
just make you turn, like,
Yeah.
hey, what's happening
What's
there?
happening here?
And then also what the artists can also do is just try and create like do interesting things on the song. Say something that people
Mm.
would not expect you to say.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or say something that's so easy that people would never stop saying it. It just sticks in
It
their
sticks. That's
memory.
what's important.
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, like the artist needs to bring their own energy and then just
Yeah.
match the producer. So it's that synergy. Is the song.
Mhm.
I get it. That's so cool though. That's really, really interesting. And another thing I really like about you is your tag. I think it's so
My
cool.
tag.
It's just like vibes. Who did that?
Simple.
It's so easy and
My
it's so
friend
cool.
K, she's an OAP with Sound City.
Mm,
Actually, she's the voice of Sound City. Like every Sound City
yeah.
tag and whatever
Mm,
is her voice. She's
that is so
my
cool.
real G.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Actually, that tag,
I
that
was going
tag.
to ask, like, is there any story behind that?
No, no, no. I wanted to. I didn't have a tag. Um. So after Omale's first EP,
Okay.
yeah, in 2020, I had a song there. And I didn't have a tag at the time. And a lot of people were like, who made this song? Who made this song? Who made this song? Who made this song? And then I was like, okay, you know what? I need to get a tag. And this was during the
ASAP.
lockdown. I just told my friend, I was like, please record something for me. And I gave her what to say. So actually, the full tag is, the vibes.
Okay.
That's supposed to be the full tag. I actually still have that. I've
Oh,
never used it.
are you serious?
Yeah, I've
You
never
just
used
took out
it.
the
Yeah,
vibes.
so I I started to use it for my beats, but this was before I started like putting out like songs again, like
Mm-hmm.
started putting out like actual songs. So I think one of the beats I made, um, I was trying to put the the vibes, and it didn't quite
It's
fit. So I just took out the the, and then I left the
the vibe.
vibes, and I was like, it was just vibes. It's like, no, I need to add some effects and stuff
Make
to
it
it.
cool.
Yeah, so I did this thing where before the vibes comes, like it's like
Vibe.
vibes, and then it echoes vibes, vibes,
Yeah,
vibes. I did.
that's
I was
so
like,
cool.
okay, yeah, it's
This
cool.
is going to
So,
work.
and it was easy because like I just put it, and then there's a way I would adjust it, and it would bounce on every beat. It will bounce. That vibe would just bounce, like the echo after it
Mm.
would just bounce on
I
the
really,
beat.
really like the beat.
Yeah,
I think I really like the tag. I think it's really, really simple, but it's
simple.
just so catchy.
Yeah,
It just sticks. And I'm singing some songs. I'm singing that tag. So I think it's so cool. And I think that's also another thing with like how you produce music. Like
yeah.
this, the sound is
Simplicity.
just so simple,
Yeah,
but it's so unique. It's
yeah.
like nobody else can do it, but it's simple. I don't know how to explain
It's
it.
just don't
Is that
overthink.
just fair?
Yeah, don't
Is that
overthink
just
it.
a thing for you?
Yes, I've actually lately in recent years just simplified my beats. I used to make very hard beats. They're still very dope beats,
Yeah.
but they're just so intricate. So
Yeah,
many
too
things. I have the
much.
ability to like weave
Mix
so many
few,
things together. But I found a way to simplify, you
to
know,
make it work.
my beats and make it work. And then I just started doing that, and it made more sense
It's just working.
so one of the issues I used to have was you make those hard beats, I'll make it, and it kind of like confuses some artists.
Mm.
So when it's like they're hearing so much. So it's like in their head, there's so much happening that it doesn't give them room
To
to
think
think of what they
right.
want to do on it. So the beat is so interesting. Like you're hearing so
Mm-hmm.
many things, and like you're trying to put something down,
What?
and then you hear
Like,
something that's interesting again. So I now realize that I was like, oh, okay.
okay.
So maybe what I'll do, even if I'm still going to make beats like that, what I'll do is I'll strip off all those things,
Yeah.
not put anything. I'll wait for the artist. If the artist likes that particular beat, I'll wait for him to record something, him or her to record something, and then when they are done, I'll now go back and do like a post production and just
Mm.
add,
That stuff.
other things to
Yeah,
it.
I was going to ask, like, is that not like, don't people do that as well? And then you already mentioned that like they just
Yeah,
make like
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
foundation, they just do the
Before I
main
used to
thing,
just make
the
the
whole
whole
beat.
beats because it's
The
already
work
in my
rate.
head. It's already in my head. So I just as I'm just doing it, I'm downloading everything that's in my head
Everything just
into
put it
it.
in.
Yeah. So it's kind of like what I did for Wonder.
I was about to say that
Yeah,
like Wonder
because if
Mouse
you
is
hear
like
one,
one of those
it's
is too is
crazy, like
crazy.
it's crazy. But when we made it,
It is
it was
crazy.
just the drums and dun 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 dun, dun, and that was it.
Fair.
And then everybody started dropping their verse,
Dropping
and
everything now.
when they were done, I now came back and started adding like all the things
Yeah, I was
that
about
we
to
added.
ask like Wonder Woman would have definitely given you that
Yeah,
thing. That's really cool. Yeah. So who's your favorite artist to work with right now?
work with right now.
Right now, this current time.
I actually enjoy working with Rema.
Mm.
Yeah,
I think everybody that works with Rema says they enjoy working with Rema. What is
yes,
it about Rema? I mean, it's
it's
so
just.
obvious that he's so cool and he's
I mean,
just such a talented
you
kid.
hear
You
it
know.
in the song.
Mm.
He has his way of bringing out that extra thing
Mm.
from you as a creative. Yeah.
Fair.
Because he's very creative.
Very
Like,
talented. Very
so
creative.
when it comes, like, you feel challenged to also do more
Mm.
and get the best.
Shout out to Rema.
Yeah. Shout out to Rema.
Shout out to Rema. Okay, so what's the most straight, credible piece of advice you've ever gotten from anyone and who? Street credible.
Street credible advice I've gotten from anyone. Huh.
You have
When I
to
mean, the
think.
advice myself.
I
Oh.
love it. That's also another
I mean,
one.
but I'm trying to remember. I'm sure my dad has told me stuff. It's just he would tell me in a very angry way or, or something like make me feel like, yo, what are you doing? Like, why are you sleeping? That kind of thing.
Mm.
I know he used to tell me, I don't know if it's an advice, but he used to tell me that um I should take charge.
That's a very solid piece
Yeah,
of advice.
I should take charge. So, like for the longest time, my dad used to, we used to clash
Are you serious?
on like some things. Like he would, so my dad always recognized that I had a gift, I had, talent
Talent.
and stuff. But he also felt like I was too calm, I was too chill. And in his head, he actually thought people would take advantage of me or like yeah. He used to think that a lot. And I'm like, this guy, you don't know that my calmness is like an exterior thing. It's
Yeah,
like I'm calm, oh, but
can't
I'm not the
whine.
type. You don't
I mean, you
mess with
don't
me.
even come off as
Yeah, but he sees me like that because he's my father now, and he used to oppress me growing
exactly.
up. He used to, how parents are like, like
Yeah,
old school, like old, they just. I mean, he had plenty of authority,
yeah.
so he's the kind of person. If he walks into this place or he just says
Command
something,
the
like his
room.
command was high. So growing up, he was like the only person I used to fear. So I guess maybe he just saw me like
Made
that with
that
other people. No,
fear.
he didn't know that. It's me that used to control other
Now we they
people.
run things.
Like I know they talk. I could just everybody just they do
Yeah,
their
like
thing.
you
I just be
actually
looking.
have that energy.
Yeah,
Like
but
you,
if everybody's misbehaving and then I need to just step in or say, and I don't have to shout to do that.
yeah,
I can just look or just say one word and you know that,
you just
yeah,
you'll need to
yeah,
relax.
relax. Yeah, but I mean I've been taken advantage of a few times, but I realized early
Mm,
enough. Like I didn't let it linger, I didn't let it last. As soon as I identified that, oh, something is wrong here, and
somewhere.
if I do not curb it, if I do not stop it, it
You
will
just keep
continue.
going.
So one of the ways I do that is I'll just disappear, I'll just X. And a lot of people like maybe like at work or you're doing something with somebody and they feel like, oh, what they are doing is going to help you. And I'm like, nah, me good. Nah, me they help you. It's me that will help you. So I'll just disappear. And everything that's because some people would give you like this, oh, this is what you're going to get. And sometimes I feel like I was meant to get some things, maybe like right from
Mm,
that. But I'll look at everything, I'm like, it's not worth it.
is
It's not
it?
worth my my dignity, my
Yeah.
confidence. I don't want anybody to start, now doing me anyhow,
Um.
like because oh, I got this because we did this and you're at
Yeah.
an advantage. And so you feel like because of that. So
Mm,
I don't like anybody to I don't give people that power.
yeah.
I do
I love
not.
that.
If I have any agreement or contract with you, it's has to be balanced. It
Mm,
has to be balanced. Whatever I'm bringing something to the table. So I
something
always that's why
special.
I just improved on myself over the years. Like
Yeah.
this, I've had opportunities like just when I was on the come up and they felt good, but like after thorough, thinking, like critical thinking about them, those things, I'll just refuse them.
Mm,
And some people is like, why? Why do you do this? Like, nah.
mm.
If I take this thing, I go hit myself later. No worry. Just don't
I
worry.
love
So
that.
for
That's
that, like
very
I have pride,
interesting.
like in that aspect, like yeah, yeah.
That's very interesting. I think it's very, very interesting. That's shout out to you because it's not easy, man. It's not easy to it's not easy to take charge, like you said. Like
You know the
you have
problem.
to learn it.
People are moved by like stuff. They are controlled. They let things control them. They let
Yeah.
money. I don't let those things control me.
That's what's
I
important.
love money, oh,
Can't control,
but
yeah.
if you feel like your money you're going to use your money or what you're giving to me to control me or talk to me anyhow, or make me like, or not listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Some people you can accept something and then
Once you do that,
they will just
box you.
box you. Yeah. So when I feel like I don't like this environment, I don't feel comfortable.
Comfortable.
I would refuse it. Doesn't matter how much. Doesn't matter how much.
I love that.
I'm
That's
very
interesting.
content
I
with.
love it. I love it. I love it. So I like to refer to you as an all-round artist because you do it all. You
Actually,
write, you
yes.
produce,
Yes.
you compose basically.
Yeah.
But like, do you ever see yourself performing soon?
Yes.
You,
I used to.
I
I was
like.
saying that I
Mm,
will do it again.
I love
I
that.
don't know how soon, but I will do it again.
I love, I love, I love, I love
Yeah.
that. That's a good one. Because I know that lots of producers are, well, you were performing first actually
I
from
was
the
performing
story.
first. Yeah.
You were performing
I did
first.
it for like 10 years.
Oh, are you
I
serious?
mean, yeah, almost
Almost.
way from '05 to
15.
like 2013
Mm.
ish. Yeah. So it's almost.
Okay, that's cool. But do you create any arts outside music? Outside music. Let's leave
I
the
haven't
music
done
alone.
that in a long
What do you
time.
used to draw? Are
Yes.
you serious? I just guessed.
I'm a visual artist. I studied that in school.
Are you
Yeah, and
serious?
I
That's
majored in
so
sculpture.
cool. Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah,
So you can actually draw and paint and do. I just guessed. I don't know why I
yeah.
guessed.
Painting, drawing, graphic sculpture, ceramics,
Yeah.
metal design,
Damn, that's so
everything.
cool.
Yeah.
That's so insane. I don't have any talent.
I think everybody has a talent.
Hmm.
Yeah, you just
Need to
didn't
find
have
it.
probably didn't have like the right environment to like um
Build.
yeah, build it or
Hmm.
discover that you had
Fair.
that. Yeah.
Well, that's so cool. I didn't know. I actually just guessed. It's not like you look like an artist or you look like this. But why did you stop of it? Because I'm guessing it was taking
It's
time.
music. Music was taking
All the
much of
time.
my
Mm.
time. In fact, art is the thing I started. People knew me for, like my mates, my peers from when I was a child. That's what they knew me for. So music kind of like started taking
All your
that.
time.
Yeah, and I even did. I remember I even did competitions and I won like some prize and awards and plaques. I got
I
like
love that.
a
Yeah, you
plaque
love
in
winning,
I
though.
got like a plaque in SS2. The funny thing is I don't do competitions. I hate it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I hate it. But every time I maybe someone
Compete.
pushes
Pushes
me
you.
to do because someone has to actually push me. I
Mhm.
remember that competition, the art competition when I was in SS2 was my fine art teacher that made me do it. She's like,
Mhm.
no, you must do it. You must. I'm like, okay.
Okay. Might as well try.
And then I did, and it was like, the whole of Lagos, I came second.
Oh, that's so
So I still
cool.
have the plaque in my house. It's
That's
just
really
there. Like,
cool. I love that.
and then I got like a prize, cash prize of 20K that time. Big money.
That's really interesting. I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. So describe your energy to me in 3 words. Calm is one.
Calm, um, observant,
Mm.
and creative.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair, observant, creative, calm. I want to add genuine as well because it feels
Yeah.
like your energy is just so
Yeah.
honest. I don't know how
Yeah.
to describe it,
I'm a
but
pretty
yeah.
honest person. I don't like
None of that.
deceits. I don't
I
like
love that.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a blessing to Afro pop. You're a blessing to Afro beats. I can't wait to see you fucking shine, and I'm excited for what the future has for you.
Thank you.
2023 is about to be bigger than last year.
Amen.
But
Amen.
yeah, I love to see it. So yeah, lock in your socials
You can
here.
follow me on Instagram at Andre Vibez. That's AndreVibez. And on Twitter is at Andre Vibez _
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Osikoya Speaks, and I'll be back soon. Bye.